Ladies and gentlemen, the devil's pie has been served. I was raised in the mouth of the beast, Crown City, Corona Queens, the streets. I was part of the feast.
Chief Gab Gacha in the building. Yeah. On the zone. What's up, baby?
That's the top 5. Right
top 15.
Top 15 there. Top 12.
10. No, we had 10. We had 10.
Wasn't it 12?
Nah, it stopped at 10 though.
It was the dream team.
It Slick Rick.
The dream team right there. Gab's dream team.
Yeah, I heard.
For the maniac.
And then that's not even doing the producer top 5 and the producer top 10. That's a whole different world right there. But I'm just gonna start with Juju and work my way.
Juju got. A lot of niggas don't know. Juju had the Big Pun on the Big Pun album.
Classics. He has stuff from Mobb Deep.
Yeah, Beware.
That was a Juju beat.
Yeah. I had that beat on a beat tape.
Wow.
Before
Big Pun rocked to it.
Wow. Don't tell me you didn't do nothing to it.
I didn't do nothing.
Don't tell me you just said like, nah, this ain't it. Nigga.
Nah, I kept it. It was a keeper. But I went to school.
Okay.
So when I went to school, that beat tape got passed on.
Man.
And luckily, it got passed on to Pun, and Pun ran with it. God bless his soul.
Yo, just real quick, what's some Juju beats that are big out there in the hip hop world that a lot of niggas don't know, right? Let's just mention something.
Bigger than
that
J-Lo grabbed up.
Word,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
that's big.
That's the biggest one.
That was big.
Nah, but you know,
that was ill about the Beatnuts, right? Because they did things collectively between both of them. Psycho Les was. You know more than we would, right? Psycho Les was it more Juju or Psycho Les as far as on?
They both had,
but they
both have bangers. They both have equal bangers. Like it's not one more than the other. They both contributed equally into their, into the realms. I mean, obviously, you ask somebody else, their opinion might be different, but my opinion is the same. I believe they both put in, the work necessary to make the Beatnuts one of the biggest.
That's why they got that name.
That's why they still get money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what really. At the end of the day, you could be as famous or whatever the case. But if you ain't getting money from the game no more, then that means that nobody's fucking with your music anymore.
Yeah,
that's facts.
That's not happening with
you know still what I'm saying, touring.
With the Beatnuts. The Beatnuts is still like they're gonna become more of like a cult iconic type of like the Beatnuts. I know when they first went to Colombia, people were going crazy over there. Like, yo, the Beatnuts is fucking coming. You kidding me? Jumping out of buildings, yo.
Speaking of the Beatnuts, we know that you got a long relationship with Juju. Even to this day, you guys did a lot of music together. Have you ever hung out with Juju outside of music?
Yeah. I mean, we've built like I've been privileged to meet his family. You know what I'm saying? And I've been to his studio in Brooklyn. I've been to his house in Corona. Yeah, bro. I remember one time. This was one of the firmer memories that I have is we're in his basement, his famous basement, and I wasn't even all the way in. We were like by the stairs, and he has like these portable record players. You know what I'm saying? So he can like just pull out a record player out of nowhere and just play shit like. They was on it. They was literally digging. Like, they used to carry these portable record players, so when they went digging for beats back then, it was literally going to stores looking for wax, vinyl. Yeah. It wasn't like going to the internet, let me just take this folder of this and take this folder of that, and then I'm already made producer. Nah, back then it was like, you gotta go dig. You gotta go to spots where people don't even know exist. You gotta go deal with people that you don't even know, whatever. And it was always who had the spots. That's how come Juju would always. I wasn't there. I'm just saying by word of mouth. Juju would always bump into like people like Premier and Spots. Like all the producers used to bump into each other. Q-Tip, because they were all digging. They were looking for vinyl. They were looking for records. And I remember one time he's like, "Yo, peep this shit." He starts playing the record, and then I hear, dun, 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 the Biggie joint. And I'm like, oh shit, you got this shit? Back then it was like a big thing, like, oh, because producers back then used to hide the samples, so people didn't know what it was.
Yeah, because obviously you don't want to deal with fucking.
Because they don't want you to find the record that has all the samples on it. Yo, there's this one record, I kid you not, that has 4 different beats on it from 4 different artists. One record. 4 different parts of that same song. 4 different artists have used that beat and still flipped it so that it doesn't sound like one another.
That's a cheat code right there.
That's what I'm saying. Back then they were on it like that. Back then it was about chopping. You know, I mean, now there's now it's still, the culture's still, it's still, I don't ever think it dies. I think there was always going to be a producer that sampled something. Then there was a time when everybody was like, nah, you got to do original beats. Fuck that shit. All that sample clearance shit. And I think that's where New York fell off. Is when people started to go away from the sampling. Oh, let's do this. And then when I felt like we started to want to be, instead of wanting to cultivate our own sound, we started to want to be like other sounds. We started to.
No doubt.
So we started to gravitate towards other music, which is fine. That's how hip hop grows. That's cool. But New York used to have a distinguished sound. Like when a New York MC rapped back in the days, you could tell he was from New York just by the way he spit, just by the way he carried himself.
That flow.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's nowadays is like dudes is looking at people on YouTube and emulating their whole style based on what they see on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I was through listening to your music, right? I was running through one of your albums, and I let it run through, and then on YouTube Music is my choice of apps for music, because I like watching the videos of music. But as I was listening to one of your albums, boom, that's why I love YouTube Music is. Once you're done with the album, right, it starts kicking off the, just random shit that relates to what you were listening to.
Right.
And I ran into a track. The track I sent y'all niggas today, some shit from Sample Bible. No, I forgot the name of the damn fucking the crew. But yo, that's the shit I sent on the chat. I sent it on the chat where you was in. I was like, yo, this shit sound crazy. And it's just like shit like that. Like you just run into. It's just randomly like that's and obviously it was a sample on it, but you could tell these niggas just flip the shit, niggas from home, and niggas just rip the shit. Like this is the beauty of fucking rap and the New York sound.
The triangle or some shit, right? The triangle.
I forgot the fucking name. It was some. I don't even remember. It was something Bible. The Bible.
What?
I think it was Bible. I think that was the name of it.
There probably is something called the Sample Bible.
No, there's you know what's funny? There's actually, now that you say that, there's actually a Instagram page that I found recently, and all they do is go back to like 70s, 60s samples that people use, and they'll play the original, and then they flip it to the track that, whatever hip hop track that they used. That they got the original sample from. Like it's ill. Like that page is actually called Sample Bible.
Yo, I can't imagine our producers. I would love to be like. I mean, I'm gonna ask Drew when I see him. But that's an interesting question to ask a producer. How do you feel about the fact that nowadays all the samples that you struggled to get, that you went through mad shit to get that fucking one record. That you spent $500 for one record.
Oh man.
And nowadays, like, these kids wake up in the morning, yo, you know what? I want to be a producer today. Go to the laptop. Let me go to samplebible.com. Today's favorite loops. Oh, that sounds cool.
You know what?
Let me go to Bobby's Drums. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's an app that puts them together, too? Okay.
You know what movie got ill fucking sample quality shit? Django.
Yeah.
Django. There's some stuff on Django.
Isn't that the RZA that did the song?
Yeah, there's some shit on there,
That's why.
There's some shit on there. I'm like, yo, I was watching it the other day because it was running on TV. And yo, there was shit that was playing on there. I was like, yo, this shit will sound ill with some drums. And
Those
some,
are-
you know.
Those are what I refer to musical landscapes.
Mm-hmm.
The RZA's ill at doing that.
Yeah.
The RZA can he can score a movie and you know that the score is gonna be fire.
The show they got on Hulu, man. Some of the music on there, even the intro, like
the intro's dope.
for the episode.
He did Kill Bill,
show.
right?
Yeah, he did Kill Bill.
So let's keep it right there. I wanted to do something interesting since we got Gab Gacha in here. I wanted to do a little trivia. But we usually do the trivia and we answer the questions. This time I wanted to ask you. And it's basically centered around your music, centered around features that you have done in the past. Because you got a lot of features, you got a lot of music.
This will be fun.
This whole week we've been cramming, we've been trying to catch up on all your music. So I want to ask you right now, I wanted to give you the titles of songs that you've been on, and I want to see if you could tell me either the album that that's from or the artist that it's from. It's just three. It's just
fun.
three. It's gonna be three.
You should have just asked me what was the theory of relativity.
So here we go. The first one is gonna be the song title is 125 Part 3. Let's see if you know where that's from.
That's from a Joel Ortiz album.
Woo! Ding, 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 ding. Got it, bro.
125 grams.
That
was a dope song.
That's from Joel Ortiz, The Brick, Bodega Chronicles.
Bodega Chronicles.
And
Shouts to Joel.
that's from 2007. Awesome, you got that. Graph is on it.
Graph is on it.
Razcast. And one more person.
Shot Stimuli.
All right, you got that one. So far, you're doing good right now. So this is the next one.
Shout to Shot Stimuli, beast.
This one might be a little easy because I heard you talk about it already. So you got this one in the bag. 2-3 break.
That would be off a street level. That was my first time ever on vinyl.
Ding, ding, ding. Yes, sir. You got it. That's 1994, The Beatnuts. And the last but not least, it's going to be a tough one right here. It's going to be a critical one. Song title, Day After Day.
That's going to be on, if I'm not mistaken, that's on one of Mayhem's albums.
Woo! Let's go.
And that's Action Bronson.
Yeah, he's on it.
And that's Mayhem, yeah.
And,
And Animal.
And the song, exactly. And the song, the album title is Self-Induced Illness. And that is Mayhem Lauren, 2011, my man. You passed with flying colors, baby. Give it up for Gab, y'all. He knows his shit.
If I don't know my own shit,
who will?
You will, right?
Good shit, man. Good shit. I didn't think you were gonna get them all like that. Great shit, man.
No, that was good. Those were good. You know why? Because I haven't done too many features, so it was easy. Actually, no, that's not true. I've done a whole truckload of features with artists that you probably never even heard of. Because there was a time in my life when I told you that I went to Colombia. And of course, no matter how far I escape from hip hop is always with me. I can never really escape it. So I just took it to Colombia.
It's a lifestyle. Yeah.
It's a lifestyle. So I started recording with everybody out there. If you were rapping and I fuck with you personally, I was fucking with you. I was giving you a feature.
Wow.
Just on some real. So there's not mad. There's a few artists out there that got features with me.
Yo, the Advocates might need a feature.
Wow. We're going to get
we might need a feature from you guys.
Hey, I'm saying, I'm over to my y'all family, of course. That's not even a question. All y'all got to do is send me the beat, with the bars on it, and I'll record in my house and send it back.
Let's do it.
Wow.
Fire, man.
It's as simple as that. Yeah.
Fellas, I got I wanted to touch on this topic. It's kind of funny. It's a little comical, but it's talking about. I got inspired by your brother Rod the Bliss. When he was here, we were checking out his music. He had a song called "Be a Man." Was it? Is it? That's the song title.
Be a Man.
A Man.
A man.
And it's basically about men, how we endure life, how we don't complain, how we just fucking take life on the chin. We don't, you know what I'm saying? Everybody expects us to be invincible, you know?
Yeah, we were just talking about that. It was crazy.
We were just talking about it. So that had me thinking, like, nowadays, like, you have to be a real man and shit. And real men in this society now, which is going to be hilarious, you can't eat a hot dog, right? Because that's homo, right? Oh, you can't eat a hot dog.
There's a meme.
You can't eat a banana. You can't eat a banana. You can't even go.
Gay, the niggas gay. They got that meme.
yeah. You can't even go to the hibachi spot. You can't even go to the hibachi. You can't throw anything in your mouth because that's gay. You're not a real man, right? So it's funny because
wait, is gay the proper term nowadays?
I don't know.
Can you even say gay?
I think that might be.
We might get canceled.
Yo, we on the.
So what should I say? I don't know. I guess that's right.
Get to where you going.
I guess that's right.
I mean, look. So I've never been one, and I'll be honest with you. I've never been one to like conform to the constraints that society or social media may put on the world for whatever reason. Nobody's nobody to judge anybody. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, if I go to a fucking baseball game, I'm gonna eat a hot dog, nigga. If I want to eat a banana, I'm gonna eat a banana. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'll wait for the first motherfucker to say some shit.
Word,
that sounds sideways to me. Because at the end of the day, nobody's insulting you by calling you gay. Because that's not an insult. You know what I'm saying?
Word, nowadays empowering.
That's not an insult. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the stigma behind it that makes it weird. You know what I'm saying? It's the stigma people in society put on shit. You know, but when you, like I said, I don't conform to the constraints, so I don't really care.
I got you.
In other words, like, it doesn't really matter to me how you feel about me. As long as you don't verbally or, you know, I mean, obviously you can type whatever. I don't even care what you type. If you want to say some slick shit on a tweet, I don't give a fuck. Shit don't mean nothing because all you are is little letters on a screen.
Wow.
Facts.
Real.
So now,
you know what I'm saying?
To add to that list, I was watching The Breakfast Club a few days ago, and Charlamagne the God said that now if you fart in front of a man, that's considered flirting. Oh, wow. What y'all think about that?
Nah.
And I'll give you the reasoning. And I'll give you it's hard to being a man nowadays, right? It's hard. I'll give the reasoning is because
wow.
This is the reasoning. Because let's say I fart right now, and I'm like, yo fellas, I farted, and then it doesn't stink. So supposedly I'm telling y'all like, yo, you could tell my ass is clean because it doesn't smell. Like I'm good to go. Like I'm good to go. You can grab me.
What the fuck?
Yo, what do y'all think about this, man?
What the fuck?
So that apparently
the world is coming to an end.
Well,
it's fucking hilarious.
I mean, it's like,
yo, Gab, what you think, bro?
Again, it falls into the same thing. I don't think because it just doesn't.
You know what Gab is trying to say? He like, when's the meteor coming? We gotta restart.
Right? And I hear it and I absorb it. But I take from it what I can use and I just discard the rest of it, right? So what I'm saying is that it doesn't affect me either way. Whatever people feel they want to. Nowadays, everybody wants to categorize everything. Nowadays, everybody wants to put everything in a.
It's like the human body, right?
So now there's things where if you do certain things, you gotta be gay, right?
Like farting. That's crazy.
I guess.
Passing
and,
gas.
You know, but trust me, there's gonna be plenty of guys that fart in front of guys that aren't gay. And vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, I heard it.
Yo, you take what you can get from it, like the human body, right? And then we shit the fucking rest of it. That's why the rest of it is fucking bullshit. That's why the rest of it is shit, right? We shit because our body takes in whatever we can take from it. Same way your mind should, off of nonsense. And you shit out the fucking the rest of the shit that ain't important of it.
In UK, if you call the man bald, that's sexual harassment now.
Okay. I heard something like that.
Bald?
If you say, "Oh, you're bald" to a man, that's sexual harassment.
Oh, because
I heard something like that.
What do you mean you bald me?
Wow.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
It's weird. This world is weird now.
I just thought that was kind of silly.
No, it is. It is silly. But again, that's the world we live in now. That's the world where, like, again, everybody wants to put everybody in their compartment. Because people feel, look, as a human being, don't you feel better when everything is in your room, everything is where it's supposed to be? because that's where you put it and that's where you feel it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Think of society being that way with society. Everybody wants to put people where they think they're supposed to be. And they want to put you in that little cup, in that little corner box right there.
They try to do that with the vaccine.
And that's what they're doing with it.
Exactly.
Exactly. They, you know, from both sides of the coin, people telling you that it's wrong for this, people saying, no, it's right for this. But it's all about what, you know, obviously nowadays, you got to decide what's best for you. Whatever you feel is best for you and the people around you, you know, you do what you think is right.
You know what I think is best for me and us right now and the people around me? Is to hear some motherfucking Gab bars. I think it's time for my man to show and prove, baby. Damn. Yo, we got to hear them Gab bars.
This is special.
I'm feeling like I'm 12 again, kid. I'm about to watch my man perform.
Yo, this shit is special right now.
Let's
man.
go.
It's gonna be a good.
Yo,
one.
is it time? Yo, it's time for that show and prove, brother. I know you got a clip in you, kid.
Talk a little more shit than y'all can handle.
Yo, show and prove. Gab style.
Y'all anorexic with drugs. I'm gonna have to break it down for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like this, like that. If scared money make none, my Benjamin stay brave. When it come to bread, I cover the spread like mayonnaise while you marinate. Wetting yourselves like steam rooms. I regulate flow with more soul than seafood. You crab me, hiding the beef between shell and when the dirt come, you stuck in the mud like sea snails with your thug one. That little light switch you built with. You know that I know you pussy like your tongue was a clip. Spread the sensitive shit. Boom bears and quick sticks, more than angle on bricks. While you hustling nicks, you won't talk no action. Me, I live by sign language. Let my actions speak for themselves in high fashion. While you asking my man about my pocket account, yeah, I'm getting it. What? Take my dick out your mouth, they don't fit you. Here's a tissue. Tell your bitch to come continue. Gab Gacha full course without the menu. You want a chance in life, you gotta take one. Forget mistakes in life, we all make some. Don't offend and you might not bleed. And don't you never underestimate the next man's greed. You want a chance in life, you gotta take one. Forget mistakes in life, we all make some. Don't offend and you might not bleed. And don't you never underestimate the next man's greed. I was raised in the mouth of the beast, Crown City, Corona Queens, the streets, I was part of the feast. To see the belly digesting my fate as I create bars harder than penitentiary kids. Out of the hate that overpowered the love, my mother fighting the demons and my dad in the drugs. Seeing the reason that they fearing the slugs, see them laying their brains hanging, bleeding, feeding the bugs. Thought this was life and I chose it, of course. Waving the flag on my father in the path of a boss. Selling my soul to the same demons that would possess my paranoid dad to flip and give moms a beating. But as long as my heart beating, I'ma live it and keep it in the same code that my pop cheated. I believe in blood of a dog, heart of a hustler, the pulse on the street, I'm the jugular. Hey yo son, I eat off the devil's eye, nigga. I got my father's legacy on my back. I got 10 million comics that I carry on my back.
Yes.
Show and prove right there.
Yeah.
Lit it up. Yo, Chief General.
My brothers, you know, anything for the fam, brothers. You know what it is.
Appreciate it,
Yo,
man,
good shit, man. It's fucking
you know,
fire,
you
bro.
coming out here, you know, giving us ill fucking. One, you kicking a lot of game.
Yeah. A lot of gems,
Kicking
yo.
game from the mic, you know, from conversation to the stage.
Some
I've been
backstories.
absorbing the whole night. I've just been studying, like, oh shit, taking notes.
You writing in your book?
Appreciate you.
Yeah,
Appreciate you.
bro.
Ain't no pen in there.
It's mental notes.
It's mental notes. Mental notes. Those are the ones that you lose first.
Yo, but you know, just you know, you showcasing that, you know, and letting people know, you know, you know, the
Wet
music
Willies.
that you got.
Mm-hmm.
You know, showcasing that. You know, one thing we want to show is that, right? You know, the legendary Gab Gacha that we know.
For
You know,
real.
we want to make sure that the people know what we've known,
Right.
but also, you know,
Those
that brought us from, you know, La Conekta, like, you know,
yeah.
La Conekta, you know, pretty much that's where we first, you know, that was our first stage that we hit.
That
First
old-
Stilo in the Rock.
Yeah,
Still
shout
on
out
the
to old man, you know what I'm saying, hooking it up.
Calle
Incredible
Cardona.
Connecting.
Yeah, SOGs.
SOGs.
So, geez.
I remember seeing Gab on the stage, and it was the first time I heard somebody say it. He's just like, yo, if you don't know who the fuck I am, Google me. Google me right now. Google me.
Yo, this nigga was talking about MySpace and all that shit back in 08, 09. Like talking about, like internet shit. Like, when social media first started developing.
Yeah, that's why everybody had MySpace at that time.
Yeah. Like,
I was
this nigga
telling
Gab
everybody
was on
that
shit.
I was telling everybody to do the shit that I wasn't doing.
Yeah.
Because obviously, I should have had like 50,000 million followers already.
Yo, man.
But nah, you know what? Social media. Let's go like La Conekta. Shouts to Caja Cardona. Shouts to that whole movement was another special part of my whole. That was a blast, bro. Caja has been. Caja Cardona. At the end of the day, when it's all said and done, he's like a pillar in Latin hip hop. Like literally, like
definitely.
He single-handedly, not saying that he's the only one that did it, because he's not the only one that was doing it. There was other people doing it. But La Conekta was one of the few places that Latin hip-hop MCs had a stage, had a forum. Because other shows weren't booking Spanish-spitting MCs.
No.
It was only when I just started putting these showcases together, La Conekta, how incredible, that the Latin, the Spanish speaking or whatever language spitting MC was able to perform and get his music off and let the world hear it. We happened to get a nice little spot in the city, the Bowery Poetry Club. It was awesome.
That was
great
times.
Great shows, great times. Like, I remember having a few artists in there, like All Incredible can attest. We had I remember seeing Coogee rap in there.
Yeah.
There was
Black Moon.
Buckshot.
A few people from Terror
You had
Squad.
a trivia moment one time. You was like, and you said a trivia. You said one of his songs. You're like, who sang this song? And everybody was like, yo, y'all calling yourself hip hop? Y'all don't know who Buckshot Shorty is?
Flush performed over there with us. Mayhem has performed over there.
A few people from Terror Squad too.
Yep. Cuban,
Triple Six.
Yeah, I remember being there.
You know what I'm saying? But La Conekta was special, man. It opened the doors to a lot of people and opened the doors to a lot of people to expose them to Latin hip hop during a time when reggaeton was blowing up everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And see, in the United States, there's never been that stigma of, reggaeton is taking my shine, because it doesn't happen here. New York is such a big market that pretty much you can shine. If you put the work in, you'll shine. It doesn't matter what you're doing. In Colombia, it's not like that. In Colombia, literally, reggaeton was taking away opportunities from dudes that was rapping. So there was a stigma there.
You do it all without breaking a sweat, and you do it all in style.
From being a boss exec to a queen CEO to your business, to Tuesday tennis, taekwondo classes, kids, homework, family dinners, lunches, the daily workout, trip to the vet. Oh man, you can do this with style and with confidence.
That's why Infinity fully reimagined the QX60 to help you conquer it all with ease.
Even when you have back-to-back conference calls, on top of the kids' salsa lessons, not to mention your side hustle.
A luxury SUV as functional as it is stylish, and as versatile as it is serene.
Available features like panoramic moonroof, seating for up to 7 passengers, a suite of active safety features, and massaging front row seats.
Introducing the all-new Infinity QX60, designed to help you conquer life in style and confidence. Learn more at infinityusa.com.
Now, with extremely limited availability, contact your local retailer for inventory information.
COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too. If you feel symptoms, even if they're mild, you should test fast. Test positive and at high risk for severe COVID-19? Then act fast with authorized oral treatments that can be taken at home and must be taken within 5 days from when symptoms begin. COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too by asking your healthcare provider if an oral treatment is right for you. Learn about a treatment option at treatcv19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
Where they're on some real anti-reggaeton shit. And
I thought that with Kanye. Kanye was,
And that's the thing. So Kaja embraced that. And he ran with that. And that's how come he is who he is today, because he opened the door for the MC that felt that he had no doors to get open for him because he just didn't have an opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what La Conekta was.
Yo, La Conecta stretched. You know, I mean, there were shows in what, DC, Boston, Chicago.
Yeah.
Like you know, like that's big. Like it's major.
Miami.
You know,
We drove. Remember, we drove to Boston. We drove out there.
Yeah.
That's a crazy
oh,
story.
Calle Maniac. We drove my little Camry.
Look, a lot of the people that we've met, right? That we've had on here, you know, people that we've met throughout, you know, our journey was through La Conecta.
Yep.
That's,
Cruz, shouts to
you know,
Cruz.
the name says
Yo,
Cruise Control.
Yeah.
Cruz,
Control.
yo, I was with Cruz the other day. We was in at
Global Go Music.
La Plataforma. No, but I was telling Cruz, yo, Cruz, I'm like, yo,
Yeah, I gotta bring
this
him on
is
the
your
show.
thing, Cruz.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, right?
I'm like, hey. But I'm like, yo, Cruz, I was like, yo, this is your thing. But like, yo, Cruz, you an ill host, like, you know, from like, and I was like, yo, I'm talking about like a Conekta. I'm like, yo, you just an ill spokesman, like he's a Cruz is ill. Cruz is an ill personality, like
He's great.
yeah, he's ill,
Awesome.
like top notch right there.
And
That's
he's-
a dude, man. Like,
And he always shows up.
yup.
Yeah.
He always shows up.
We always say it a lot. Calle is a lot of roads lead to Calle. He's put a lot of people on.
A lot of calles lead to calle.
word, yo.
That's why he's Calle Cardona. You know what I'm saying? Because all roads lead to him.
Yeah.
So every time we have a show, our man Erupt over here, he starts listening to a few albums. He picks the best one and he recommends it to the viewers. So Erupt, you got anything for this
Got
week?
some music for us?
Well, I mean, I usually, you know, I'm not gonna go outside because I want people to check out your work, your body of work. You gotta, you know, as far as what is online and what people can find, you know, Malverde's Medallion, yo,
Medallions?
EP,
Medellin?
no,
Medallion.
So
So let me give you some background
let's
on
talk
that.
about that title and that name because that EP is
Malverde
Malverde.
is a patron saint in Mexico. Malverde was a guy in the early 30s or 40s. I don't want to, you know, I could be wrong, but I'm trying not to butcher it. But he was like a dude that used to do whatever it took to get his money. And, you know, he was beloved by the town that he was in because he always gave to the poor and you know, but he was like kind of a Robin Hood.
Okay.
Pablo Escobar
Nah, Pablo was different too. But
before the Escobar.
yeah, but Malverde was it for whatever reason it became the patron saint of a lot of drug dealers. So that's how come don't you ever see like this little statue of a face and it's got like little chains and little things on it? That's Malverde. So Malverde's medallion is basically the equivalent of like a crucifix
Wow.
Yeah.
to
I'm
some
sorry.
people.
I'm dyslexic. I thought it was Medellin.
No, Medellin is cool too. But, you know, Malverde's medallion was basically, I don't know, I was during a time I was kind of in between projects. I didn't really know what I really wanted to do. I wasn't too enamored with the game at that point. You know, I guess going through my little jaded phase, right? And then I heard a producer, and I'm going to not say his name because we didn't end up in good terms. But, so he gets no shine from me.
No shame.
There you go.
So basically, he sent me some music and the beats were hot. Just because the person isn't
production
so
is
cool
ill, man.
doesn't mean that they're not making fire beats, right?
Yeah. The production is ill on that.
So, you know, you'll go on Malverde's medallion, you'll see the credits, and you'll see who I'm talking about. You know, he's great to work with musically, but me and him didn't see eye to eye. Now, it was just like a lo-fi type of experience. Like there's a joint on there that I did with no drums. And it was just something, whatever. I wanted to try something.
Experimental.
Yeah, it's experimental.
There was
I
a
guess.
couple joints, man.
But I like Strings of Guadalajara. That's one of my favorite drinks.
That's the one.
That shit is hard. That shit is hard. The guitar. That's a guitar shit right there.
Yeah, nah. That's
She got
one of my
classic
favorite drinks.
sounds.
And yeah, it was an experience. And then after that, I started working on another project with my man Primo Profit. Just the Primo Profit, and
Boston,
my
man.
man RLX. Yeah, they're together with Crime Apple, so they put music together. Shouts to Crime Apple as well. Dope. They're dope. They're dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love what they do.
Keeping it, you know what I'm saying, that Colombian connection.
And they're putting out good music.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, Primo Profit's projects are dope.
Yeah, he's
so,
ill.
Yeah, he's dope.
See, one thing I love about, like, Colombians right now is starting to come on the scene. Mainly, you know Coast Contra? That group?
Yeah.
One of them niggas is Colombian.
Oh, get out of
One
here.
of the artists is Colombian. He reps that shit hard.
That's great.
If you listen to the album Apartment 505, I'm sorry.
On the fifth floor?
Apartment 5, probably on the fifth floor. I'm assuming.
Okay.
Yo,
505.
one of the artists on that group is 4 dudes on that group. He's Colombian. He raps that shit damn near every track. Yo, nigga could spit. That's one thing I like. Yo, niggas is starting to see, like, yo, Dominicans, Colombians, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, there's a connection right there.
Yeah, a whole bunch.
Colombia is like the main country in South America. That connects the Caribbean to the mainland, right? You can say that to the mainland, which is South America, Central America, North America. In the Hispanic world, Colombia is the main. If you look at the reggaeton scene and all that, all these reggaeton artists started going to Colombia
to blow up.
Yeah,
blow
up
like
and blow shit.
Medellin is like the cradle of reggaeton.
Medellin has become
that's
center
become
stone.
like, if you're gonna blow up in like that movement, you go in there, and you're gonna work from there, and you're gonna move forward. But now we started cultivating our own artists, Maluma, J Balvin.
Oh, shit, yeah.
So pretty soon it's gonna be quiet for the other people that's not from there. Pretty soon it's gonna be like that. We don't need y'all no more.
Ship somewhere else.
Farina, she's killing it.
Yeah,
she's Colombian. She's killing it.
There's talent worldwide, bro. There's talent
everywhere.
And there's a spot in Africa somewhere that has like the craziest.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, in general, anywhere in the world you find. That's what I love about the internet. That I can tap in and I can see a chick from China playing a violin to some hip hop shit.
Killing it.
That's where it all circles back to, right?
La Conekta.
No. La Conekta. But it all circles back to hip hop.
And all calles go to calle.
Life, exactly.
All calles go to calle.
Hip hop is a lifestyle that has grown globally.
But we have to let go of the stigmas. Like, there's a stigma, like, especially when you get into like people my age, right? I'm not gonna say how old I am, but I'm old as dirt. You know what I'm saying? And there's a stigma, like, I still dress the way I've dressed. I just rock hoodies, jeans, sneakers,
I can never see myself
sweats. Nah, but this is what I'm saying. Like, you go now you a grown man. You go into these grown man functions. You're not pulling up in sweats with shit's hanging off of your ass.
Not.
So, but there's a whole thing there's like a little stigma where people that used to be like that aren't like that no more feel a certain type of way if you dress like that.
Yeah.
Which is weird. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like,
you ain't you. You ain't yourself.
Yeah, bro.
Those people that don't.
But that's just because family. But the thing is that it's different. The thing is that they have kids, right? So all of my friends have kids, children, grown kids already, about to be grandfathers. Practically soon. So of course they have to change shit because, you might feel comfortable with how you present yourself. Like, now I have a child in my life. So I don't really listen. I I don't let him listen to my music yet. Because he doesn't have, his ears aren't mature enough to listen to my shit yet.
Right.
Makes sense.
He's not going to understand what the fuck I'm talking about. And he doesn't see that. He wouldn't even believe it.
Word.
You know, he wouldn't believe none of that stuff. Because
Yeah,
it would be
real.
like he doesn't know that aspect of me. And that's what I think about now. And that's what my friends think about. And that's how come they have to curb their enthusiasm, if you will.
Wow.
Because of the fact that there's other kids. And again, now you start to take everything that I said, right? Everything that you do affects everyone else around you.
This goes back right back to that.
Shit.
Nice, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Drop a gem on him.
you said something about your clothing and what you wear. What are you wearing right now? What's
yeah.
that? What's that hoodie about?
This is Trifalix. Obviously, we've spoken about Trifalix before.
Oh, the mic.
Yeah, imagine. So Trifalix, this is the brand of, this is the hoodie, and this is from my line. It's not a line yet because I've only put out like a couple of things, but 37 Originals.
Nice.
37 Originals is it's more than just the number 37 representing the year of 37. It's also flip the 37. It's 73, which is the year I was born.
That's dope.
That's deep.
You know, and
That's deep right there.
Wow.
37 has always been like my numbers. I've, you know, 37th is basically the Ave in Corona. It's not even Corona. The 37th Ave extends all through, I think, Jackson Heights, all the way into
Sunnyside and
East
shit,
Elmer,
yeah.
all the
Woodside.
way.
That should go to Woodside.
But the strip of 37 that I'm talking about,
Niggas
that I'm
know. Niggas
is
know.
from 94th all the way down to like 108th. And that whole walk,
114. It
114.
goes down to 114.
It goes down all the way down there. 111, obviously.
So it was hot,
It was just,
especially
that
in the
was-
summertime.
But it was life. It was fucking great. You know what I'm
was.
saying? There was no GPS. There was no MapQuest. There was no Google Maps. There was no cell phones. There was no internet. It was just you walking and experiencing life as it happens.
Damn, that's real. Now you,
I got took in the boogans a couple times. Just
You know what I'm
off
saying?
37.
Like,
yup.
it's jumping on the train
Stories, baby.
and just traveling on the train the whole day just because you want to know where the fuck this shit goes.
It's real.
It's
what
special. It
I'm
was a
saying?
special walk through there.
Yeah, bro. It's
Niggas
going to
don't-
Delancey
I always say, yo,
to buy a
30
fucking
37
sheepskin.
37 is on Hollywood Boulevard.
37th is on
Niggas
Hollywood.
That's
niggas
hilarious.
Born and raised in Corona. 37. You know, I'm from 108.
Mm-hmm.
I used to walk 37 or 101 to my cousin's crib.
Yeah.
Damn near every day.
Yeah.
And let's
You
be
know?
clear. And let's be clear.
Up and
You-
down, up 37, boom, walking back home. 37, but 37 was a movie.
37
Every walk home was a movie.
And you know what was on 37? A lot of originality, a lot of originals.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody had an original twist about them. I'm talking about we going back in the days when they were still spinning on linoleum on the floors. When niggas had the matching Adidas suit with the matching Adidas.
Yo, O put me on to something. I didn't know 37 was a two-way street at one point.
It was a two-way street at one point. Mad
O put
cars
me
got
on
wrecked.
that.
That's how come they deaded that. Mad cars got wrecked.
That's how young I am.
That whole time, mad cars got wrecked. I remember because I used to live on 106th Street, and every time I walked down the block, there was a wreck. Mad cars. Yo, man, they dead that quick. So then it became a one-way, which is the smart thing to do. Yo, New York was backwards in the 80s, nigga. You don't understand, bro.
Wow.
But it was dope, man. 37. And thus, that's, if I was going to ever make a clothing company or do something like that, 37 is going to be in it. Because 37 is, you know, a lot of my life happened on 37. A lot of the positivity, the negativity, everything, the music.
It made you who you are.
Yeah. And 37 originals, you know, I stress originality because nowadays originality is kind of like an endangered species.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's easier to copy and become somebody else. Like sometimes I'm fascinated at how many people will copy the same person over and over again instead of coming up with their own inspirational shit. You don't believe in yourself enough to look in the mirror and say some real poignant shit and know that people are gonna listen to you. When you get to that point, when you look in the mirror and you say some shit and you know that shit will touch people, you good. Because when you have to always copy somebody else's motivational thing to get you to a certain place, you're always gonna be really living somebody else's words.
Shit.
Yo, that's big facts right there.
Preach on, brother.
Shit.
Preach on.
And we're gonna put some graphics right here so we could see you how many you have more designs, because I seen the 37 original one too.
I have
where people can copy it. Like
Yeah.
they wanna copy and rock it.
Yo, I'm gonna do it the same way I would have told you in '97. Just holla at me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm now out to find Gab Gachas on Twitter, Gab Gachas on Instagram, Gab Gachas on Facebook, Gab Gachas in TikTok, Gab Gachas in Snap,
Your mother's
Gab Gachas in everything, nigga, in pancakes,
Yeah. He's in the syrup, all that shit.
syrup, everything.
He's in your sauce.
Yo.
All you got to do is hit me on the, yo, what's up with a shirt? What's up with a jerk? What's up with a hoodie? Talk to me what you got, and I'll show you what I'm working with. It's real organic right now. It's like literally out the trunk of my car. Like it's, you know.
Supplying your man.
But it's something that it's yeah. It's something that I like, that I just wanted to do. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that I could have put merch out for a long time ago. Like I wanted to do shit for Hustler's Prayer. I wanted to do shit for my Beddoes Medallion. So, there's a whole bunch of stuff coming up. But to be honest, it's a matter of me waking up motivated to want to keep doing it.
Yeah.
It's just, and that's basically what life is. It's about you waking up that day and deciding that today is when I'm going to motherfucking finish doing what I want to do. And I'm going to stop procrastinating. I'm going to stop saying I'm going to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's like a drug. You get addicted to saying I'm going to do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's easy to get. Yeah, it's easy to be like, y'all do it tomorrow. I'll take care of it later. Yeah, you know what? And I know because I'm an expert at that shit.
Yo, just know I'm gonna get my shirt, and y'all gonna see in one of the upcoming episodes. And y'all gonna see how real we gonna connect.
For real.
Get it.
I'm feeling that.
It's been very motivational, man. I definitely
It
feel
was a lot of game.
I like it.
We soaked it in. Took a lot of mental notes.
There's much more game to give. My nigga Gab got more game than you can grab. You heard?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Man,
Gotcha. Bueno.
It's just,
My man got the Johnny in him.
There's a saying, right? There's a saying that I'm gonna say it in Spanish. Más sabe el diablo por viejo que por malo.
Coño.
When you age wisely and you're absorbing all the wisdom, you're absorbing all the motherfucking hits that you took in your life, and you're putting them in the space that you're learning from it, as opposed to hurting from it. That's when you start to find peace. When you start to find peace, you'll start to see that all the other noise, like all the stuff that people may say about you, people may feel about you, it all just starts to like fade away, and it just starts to become white noise. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, yeah.
It has no bearing on your destiny. You know what I'm saying?
Big facts.
As a part of growing
and
up.
When you as you get older, you'll start to realize it. And then one day it's just gonna hit you like, this social media shit, none of this shit is real. You know what I'm saying? Like, your opinion isn't real to me. It's like whatever. Okay, that's how you feel, fine. I could go watch a movie and your reality and that reality is the same to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how come I don't like to get involved with political conversations. I don't like to get involved with religious conversations.
Yeah, me neither.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm a real good debater. But my problem is that I revert back to 1994 Gab after a little while, right? So it doesn't work out. So that's why I don't even like to get involved.
Word. And on that note, he's trying to say, yo, stop buying followers and likes, man. That shit is not real. Yo, live your life. Do your thing.
Let
Yo,
them grow
Gab,
organically.
man.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, you know what's the best thing? Knowing that you may not have 3 million followers, but you have 3,000 followers that literally follow you and have been following you for years.
For years.
The same 4,000 people have been there the whole time.
Yep.
You know, like waiting for you to drop some shit.
Yeah.
So when you go into your DistroKid or your Bandcamp every 3 months and you see that little shit that pops up there, you're like, yeah, shit, this is rent.
It's fucking beautiful, man.
You know what I'm saying? And like, yo, it's not, is it where I wanted to end up? Nah, not really. But is it better than being dead or in prison?
Ooh, a million times.
Yep.
My nigga, I'm blessed.
A million times, a trillion, a billion.
You know what I'm saying?
And get ready for that new project.
Before, where we could find, where we could get the gear.
The gear you could just hit me up on Instagram or on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Just literally, there's no website for it.
At Gab Gacha, right?
Gab Gacha at Gmail. Actually, you could hit me on my email, gabgacha@icloud.com, and you know, if you spam me, I'll block you.
Or you'll find them in your mother's house.
Yo, Figs, this has been legendary right here, bro.
Yo, for real.
Big time.
Stories,
big time.
to the albums, to the features. It's been incredible, man.
Yo,
I love it.
It's been like you said, yo. You might find the sweater left behind in your mom's crib, and you mad right now and shit. But yo, that's where it comes from. I'm gonna cop one. We all gonna cop one.
Facts.
You better cop one. You know what I'm saying, yo. This been ill. We got a legend, man, in the building. You heard?
Before I leave, y'all gonna tell me your sizes, and I'm gonna make sure that I get y'all some T-shirts.
Let's go.
The summer's coming and it's blazing.
Definitely gonna need them.
We're gonna need them right now.
To rock them right here.
And I'm gonna put out the halter tank tops too.
Ooh. Yo, but dark colors.
Them shits are gonna be like from right here to right here.
Yeah, I need black.
No light colors for my man.
Yeah, my pits be running.
On that note, man, let's take it away, man.
Gab. Yo, thanks again, brother.
We appreciate you, man. We
I appreciate the time. Y'all could tell that I wanted to talk about some shit, right?
Nah, yeah, man.
You had a lot to say about, man.
Nah, you know, I feel like
don't think it's gonna be the last time, man.
Nah, you know.
The name Gacha. That's a Colombian name. Yes, I knew it. I always knew that. Oh, yo.
So, I guess there was a period in my life where I was really, really enthralled with the whole narco game. I was really, I immersed myself in it too.
Yo, you know what? We're gonna say that for the next time. That shit is too deep. My brother, yo, follow us on the Hip Hop Advocates on everything. Gab Gacha on everything. Yo, it's one love, one nation. Yo, don't fuck no man, you heard? Peace. 37 originals.
The stolen years that passed were timeless. And the ticking on the clock won't stop till I hit the top.
All the bread on the planet won't buy a peace of mind, but it could buy me a piece of whatever decent. Nah, I won't pretend I'm an angel, I'm not a demon either, but I run with a legion who live and breathe in ether. Up in the jungles, the chemicals and the yellow fever, the angels screaming in heaven, the devil's taking breathers. Meanwhile, I manage beyond average, accumulating the damage and tears of my life's fabric. And I whisper to the angels, flying down the interstate, meditating on paper, elevating my nature, generating these haters. Lovers on hiatus, above us they fly weightless. And I'm wavy like the Black Sea, impervious to time, but a second can never pass me. Grilling can never gas me, your face seen it all before. Sands in the broken hourglass, seen them on the floor.
Timeless. The spoken hourglass is timeless. The memories in my mind are timeless. The stolen years that passed were timeless. And the ticking on the clock won't stop till I hit the top.
Everybody's a winner, nobody wants to lose. We all going together, we all a part of you. Like you a part of me, seeing all that's befalling me. Like you're the heart of me, beating the devil calling me. And when the pain is so heavy that it just falls in me, breaking everything, listen to heaven calling me. Yeah, so as long as you still a part of me, that means all that I'm stacking equal a part of we. Your part of we is us, a part of something illustrious in itself. Through the glare you gon' see it's us. Defying time with a rhyme that'll lead a trust general. Stripes are burned in with the demon's touch. And lyrically I bring the fever up. Mercury arise, I bet the heat'll burn the speakers up. I bet the street'll burn the Caesar up. Timeless, so when I'm gone, throw your pieces up.
Timeless. The spoken hourglass is timeless.